What's up, good people? This your boy Scott Lewis, Apartment Game and More, Claxton with the layup. Yeah, here live by live, Brooklyn Nets against Chicago Bulls. Scores 56-48. Brooklyn just started the second half. Giddy. 3-pointer. Chicago 51. Brooklyn 56. Igor dribble, pass. Clowney. Clowney hit the three in the corner. 59-51. Vucevic took a three, miss. MPJ, Yeoman, fake. Clowney back in the corner again, and the same result. 62-51. Now, Clowney and Jaeger is a good team up. Oh, about MPJ with the steal. Terrence Mann the layup. 64-51 timeout, Chicago. They needed that timeout. Nets are rolling. Timeout, Chicago. What's good, people? What is good? What's good? What's good? Let me take a look at the standings right now. Let me bring it up. NBA standings. Let's take a look. Let me put up this thing by Twitter by Will Net Fan. Let me see if I could put it up there. I'm definitely interested in this. Let's see. Let me bring it up. He put something up here about. Let me bring this up. The overall stats of Drake Powell and Carter Bryant. Two draft picks that was picked in last year's draft out of the record so far field goal percentage. We're gonna go over that. Again, points, assists per game, I guess 2.0, 0.1. Let me see the amount of time. No, I don't really have the time. And 14 games Powell played in. Carter Bryant played in 15. All right, action back in. Terrence Martin foul of Vucevic in the paint. Side out to the side. Giddy, Giddy dribble into the paint. Take the shot. Good. Once you get in the paint, Giddy is 6'8", 6'10", 6'9". I believe he's 6'9". Eagle at the top of the key. Claxton at the top of the key. Doing his move. Fast. Pass to Terrence Mann. Pass to Noah Clowney on the outside. Again. Noah Clowney is on fire. They got to pay attention to Noah Clowney. Whoa. Noah Clowney to MPJ around the curl. Good. A three. MPJ. Ooh, the Nets are shooting really, really good on the outside now. They're playing some good defense. Turnover. Well, turnover, my MPJ. They just getting sloppy right now. Giddy to the rim. Good. MPJ at the top of the key. Yo, man, shooting the three from the top of the key. Miss. Yeah, he did that shit on purpose. Ran right into Noah Clowney under the basket. Foul. Noah Clowney. Two free throws. Made the first. Made the second. Terrence Mann bringing the ball up. Terrence Mann, top of the key. Nick Claxton, top of the key. Michael Porter Jr. hook. Round three. Good. Can't just leave him open. It was no defense whatsoever. None. Giddy taking a technical foul shot. 3 seconds called on Yeoman. He missed. Giddy bringing up. Vucevic from the left. Three. Good. Yeoman at the top of the key. Dribbling. Lost the ball. Clowney with a three. Miss. Giddy, top of the key. Vucevic, top of the key. Now pass out, pass back into Vucevic in the post. Giddy attack the rim. No, block. Fumbled around, back in, layup. Good. Ball bounced around. Timeout. Brooklyn, 73-64. Up by 9. Timeout, Brooklyn. Like I was saying, I was looking at this 14 games, 15 games, Carter Bryant. Points per game, 2.4, 6.6. I mean, okay, yeah, Drake Powell has been better than Carter Bryant. Playing field goal percentage 500%, 3 pointers 0.37 for Drake Powell, 2.92 for Carter Bryant. What else is going on here? I mean, the only thing that I could say about the stats, if you're trying to say that Drake Powell is playing better than Carter Bryant, you could say that. I mean, as of right now, but Carter Bryant got picked by who? Who did Carter Bryant got picked up on? Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant's with the Spurs. You're not going to get much burn on the Spurs. You know how they are. How much burn you gonna get on the Spurs? For real. But Drake Powell, I think Drake Powell's a better player anyway. So that's a good point. He's a better defender. Uh, Parthon said Clowney is, if he continues to grow, is an all-star. I can't disagree with that. I know some people who say they want to get rid of him, like some other podcast, somebody else that I be on his show. He thinks that Clowney is a deficiency out there. I don't see that, but uh, yoga Igor is out. Saraf is in. Up turnover. MPJ turnover trying to pass to Claxton in the paint. Giddy to the paint. In the middle, pass back out. Back to Giddy. Good defense. They kept them outside. Couldn't get in the paint. Clowney at the top of the key. Drake Powell's in the game. Drake Powell to Clowney. Oh, nice move, Clowney. Everything but the finish. Oh, come on. Oh, Clowney to MPJ in the in the paint, going up. Foul. Foul, foul, foul. MPJ at the line. Take the first. Missed the first. MPJ made the second. Giddy to the paint. Giddy all the way to the bucket. Straight dribble. Defense wasn't even there. 74-66, Brooklyn. Drake Powell around MPJ. Three. Good. You just can't give MPJ no space on the outside. He is just a great 3-point shooter. He's on tonight. They can't leave him open. He's going to hit him. 'Em. Yeah, they hanging around due to Giddy's pressure to the basket. They staying in the game, but Giddy can't play the whole game. Got to come out sooner or later. you gotta, you gotta take a breather soon. He missed the second. Saraf to the front to the key. Oh, 77-67 Nets. Chicago 3, 78-70. Oh, Drake Powell lost the ball. Timeout Brooklyn. 78-72. The rookies are not playing well today, boy. Well, that's what happens when you got rookies. It's off and on. Did he get tripped? Let me see. No, he didn't get tripped. He tripped himself. Yeah, he tripped himself. Okay. MPJ sit. Clowney sit. Wolf comes in. Dayron is in. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third. 78-72 Brooklyn. Yo. Hey, what's up, John? All right. I didn't see you there.
Nah, it's all
Okay.
good. It's all good. Did you hear about the big news today?
Oh, yeah, that Giannis won out. That's
It's
right.
a Greek Freak Week.
It's gonna be a Greek freak month. You crazy? Everybody in the league is gonna be trying to get a play.
Did you hear
I
about
heard.
tonight? Did you hear about tonight's game? He hurt himself.
Yeah. Oh
They-
yeah. 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 He's
They're
out.
calling it a calf string, but some people are saying it's a trade sprain that
Yeah.
that Giannis might have put on his best performance. But no, he looked like he tweaked something there. They're saying calf strain, which is he's dealt with calf issues in the past. Thank goodness it's no where Achilles related, because then his value really could be damaged. But now it gets very interesting because with calf strains, you could be out for like 4 to 8 weeks, sometimes even longer than that. So now the bidding war gets very interesting. To be
Yeah. Yeah.
honest, for sure.
It's 78-72. Still, Wolf is in the game now. Oh, your boy hit that corner three. That's what's up. Jake Powell. Yeah, no. Seriously. Yeah, everybody's gonna be going for Giannis. You know that.
Oh, definitely. There's a big sweepstakes out there. People, if his destination's still the Knicks, they got to break up that core. And apparently, Giannis does not want to wait for February 5th. He wants a deal, if it is to the Knicks or somewhere, way before that. The interesting thing is Bridges' extension, that his new contract that he signed, it doesn't. The trade for him doesn't kick in till like February 1st. So if Giannis wants to get dealt, Bridges is not going to be a part of that. So guys like Towns, OG and Anobi, like those become big trade guys, and maybe the Bucks don't even want Towns. They might want Towns relocated to a third team to get assets from that team to give to the Bucks, to take on some type of capital and a mix of assets. Because the Knicks, they don't have the assets to get
No,
Giannis
no, they
fully.
don't have
So,
it. They need
so
another
that
team, and the
right.
Nets better not help them. I know
Yeah,
that.
we better
The
get something
Nets.
good if we did. If we did help, we better get something good for it. I swear.
The
I
word
want,
around is the Spurs.
I'm telling you, the Spurs, if you want to talk about kryptonite for OKC, imagine dealing with Wemby and Giannis in the front court. Jeez. How do you stop that? I don't even have an answer to stop something like that.
Yeah, no, but the Spurs would be. They have the asset. They have the first round picks. They have they have the young talent. They have everything that the Milwaukee Bucks need, man.
They're definitely one of the teams I have out there. Another team that's a wild card, the Atlanta Hawks. They have movable contracts.
Yes,
They have Trey Young.
they have the assets to do it. Yep.
They have the Pelicans pick. Like, if the Bucks want like very important picks back, the Hawks have that Pelicans pick that the Pelicans gave them. The Pelicans are a
Yep.
bottom barrel team that just lost Zion to another month long injury. So
Yeah.
they're a team I wouldn't count out either. Like that pick could put the Bucks in the lottery with us, which again that sucks, but they would have a shot to get a lottery pick in this year's draft, which would reset them if they do give Giannis to, let's say, a team like the Hawks. So I would say Hawks, Spurs, Knicks, maybe Warriors. But again, look how this team's performing again tonight, Scott. Like, as long as Jordy is the coach, this team will not fight to lose. Strategically, even. They're fighting to win every game possible right now. And me and some of my friends are saying, you know what? There's nothing that prolongs the Nets from trading for a Giannis, sitting him down the rest of the year, and still getting a top lottery pick. There's
That's
really
true.
nothing that's in the rules here to say they can't do that. And if Giannis is now out with a cap strain, imagine the Nets pulling off a heist over everybody's head, where it doesn't involve us trading our lottery pick away. We have Knicks picks to trade away. We have the Philly pick to trade away, and we also have the Nuggets pick, which is looking likely one of the most valuable picks a team could have to
Right,
get
right,
Giannis. And we
right.
have movable short-term contracts. We don't have $60 million contracts we're trying to get off of to get their superstar. The Bucks are going to want ways out of this situation, not throwing a $60 million no defensive big on their team. Like the Nets have something potentially where if they wanted to trade some of what they've built up to get Giannis and still get a top pick, they can do it. I mean, look at this team. It's got the young guys, Wolf, Yeager, Powell. Like they're showing some great metrics the last few weeks. Like imagine putting a Giannis with them, how their game's
I
going to
don't think
elevate.
it's the players. I don't think it's just the players, man. It's also the organization. It's also the
Most
organization. Jamal, what's up, Jamal? Uh, not much.
Jamal. I'm telling you, man. Like I know the odds of us getting Giannis are not high right now, but you can't rule it out just because now the injury makes it very interesting. Like I even teams that are like retooling right now, they could just pull the wool over everybody's head. Get Giannis, sit him down. If you have your pick for this year's draft, you can draft somebody. Like I just wouldn't rule it out because the Nets right now with Jordy in charge, they're not fighting to lose strategically. They're fighting to win every night possible. So if Jordy wants to win so badly, you got to put the talent around him. Then there's no
Yeah,
reason to tank anymore. Like the tank at this point, if they keep this up, it's over. It's how can we get a 1A star on this team to play
yeah,
with who we drafted?
but the thing is that get me is this: everybody wants the tank. Now he's playing the rookies. He's putting the lineup out there and putting them in meaningful positions to play. You're gonna win games. You're going to win games, and you're not going to be in the lottery. I'm telling you, you're not going to be in the top five. I'm telling you,
Well,
because
we all knew this.
this is what everybody wanted. They wanted to see, and maybe Jordy was doing it to keep it. Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep my yo man out there because this is the tank. I want a good pick. I know what I got with these young guys. It's you that don't know what I got. It's you. It's not me. It's you. You know, the fans. The fans sit there and go, oh, play the guys. We don't know what they got. That's the only way they're gonna get better. That's not the only way they get better. I do understand that they do have to play, but they don't have to play 80 games. You don't have to play them that way. You
No,
don't.
this is good for their growth and
Right.
development. Play as much as possible. Let them get better.
He did say 60 games. He did say he wanted to get them in 60 games. He
Right,
wanted, and he included the G League,
and that's part of
which is a run, which is a run. I mean, as a player, you just want to run. You want to run. If you ain't got no skills, you ain't going to get no skills. You got to have skills already. You got to have something in your bag already when you get to the NBA. You can't just come to the NBA and develop a bag. Yes, you get better. Yes, there's things you got to critique on, like your defense or your handling or whatever. But you got to have something else. You got to have something when you get there.
right. Well, I
So
think
a
it's
lot of people think that you develop, and yes, it is possible, but it takes a long time. It takes a long time to develop something. Some players take 5, 6 years.
right, but you know what's good about the guys we drafted? It seems that they're adjusting pretty quickly. I mean, Drake Powell doesn't have a lot of offensive points in this game, but again, he has the best plus and minus on the night at this moment again. So
Yeah,
like Drake Powell just keeps being a plus on defense. Already he's your main defensive weapon. Now it's just expanding the offensive game more. Yeager, he's getting better and better with his threes, with his mid range game, even defensively showing you stuff. And then Danny Wolf, every time this guy steps on the court and he's running point as a point center, something we've never had before, the offense looks great. So if these guys are developing at such a quick pace, all bets are off next year, Scott, with going after somebody big because you guys surrounding with your rookies. And MPJ right now, honestly, I'm fine with keeping him because he's your third or fourth option on the team right now, or temporary second option because you're hoping one of your rookies you draft becomes a secondary or third star, and MPJ follows suit. So I think for the Nets, don't rule out going after a superstar like Giannis because theoretically you
yeah.
get him on this team. Let these rookies keep developing, and there's that young core to put Giannis with. I mean, look how bad this East is right now. There's literally one or two
Jamal.
teams right now that literally have a shot to go up
Yeah,
against maybe OKC in a final situation. But everybody right now is competing for second place unless you do something drastic to change your situation. And for the Nets, we have an infusion of youth. We have all these assets to use, and we have cap
yeah,
space flexibility because the thing I could hear with Giannis is he's going to want to sign an extension where he goes, and not a lot of teams have the money to give this guy the money he wants. He only has one more year left on his deal too, so a team like
yeah.
us, we're in a position to make it happen. It's just people are worried, like, oh, what are you giving up? Is Terrence Mann, a Claxton, a Zaire Williams, and a combination of a Nolan Sharaf or Noah Clowney, is that giving up our whole roster for Giannis? I don't think so. I
No.
think you keep your
What?
young core, you keep
What do?
MPJ, and you still
What
have
do?
picks to work with.
What do Jamal? What you think about Giannis?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't go for Giannis. That's
Mm-hmm.
just me.
Okay. Go ahead.
Cause I put this comment in. I put this in your comment the other day because I listened to the podcast between you and John, and
Right.
I was saying realistically, you got to realize GMs and teams are looking at what we're looking at, right?
Right.
We see what Danny Wolf is. We see
Right.
what some of these players are becoming. You're calling me asking me about my player. I'm not calling you asking you about none of your players. You're calling me trying to make a deal, right? You have to give me what I want
Right.
necessarily more than what I gotta give you. You're calling me
Right.
about Giannis.
Right. Yeah. Right. Right.
So if
Right.
I see Danny Wolf is probably got the most potential out of all of them,
Right.
you think I'm not asking for Danny Wolf?
Oh
They're not
yeah.
going to. They're not getting Danny Wolf. You know who they might get, and I know you're going to disagree with me, Joel. Noah Clowney. Listen, Noah Clowney offensively has made great strides this year, but me and Scott had a very important conversation that you saw last time. The defensive metrics, Noah Clowney, they are still a huge work in progress. They showed something on by Nets Kingdom on blow by percentages. Noah Clowney's like sixth right now in allowing people to drive to the rim against them, and it's like you 234 pounds. We thought defensively we would see what he was when he first came up. I was blocking a lot of shots, being a great defensive stalwart. But now, offensively, fine, but defensively, this is not a two-way power forward where it's like, damn, I can see this guy go up against Apollos and all the great elite power forwards of the NBA. That's why if you're looking at a what would the Bucks want back in a Giannis trade, I think Noah Clowney might be one of your best prospects
I,
to dish out because
I
he's due
don't
for an
think so.
extension next year.
I don't think so. I think they look at Wolf. I
They
think
ain't
they
get
say,
Wolf,
you know
man.
what? Listen. You're getting a prime all star superstar that just hit 30, right?
Right.
I'm looking at your young core, and out of your young core, Danny Wolf looks like the most promising one out of all of them. I
Right.
want him. Y'all
No,
can
Well,
keep
listen,
clowning.
they,
You
all
know what I'm
right,
they
but
saying?
could.
if what if I give you Wolf and two number ones and that's it?
That's it.
Yeah,
Because
you
I'm
getting
getting a
you
young,
getting the prime piece,
yeah, and I'm getting a young aspect back that I want, that we see potential in, right?
and two number ones.
And but don't think the Bucks might not get greedy because they might say, you know what,
Oh,
I
they
want Drake
definitely gonna
Powell
get
also.
Oh,
greedy.
this
Uh,
is where we
Yeah,
gotta
you heard?
like just
They
slow it
they
they might
down
say
definitely
I
gonna
quick.
want
get
Drake
greedy.
Powell.
This is the thing about the Bucks. They're a small market team. If this was Lakers, Boston, like some of the best franchises in the NBA, I agree with all you guys. You'd have to go up the house to get
Hmm.
Giannis, right? But the Bucks have put themselves in a horrible situation. They waived Dame. They signed Miles Turner. It's all that money, and Turner was going to be no secondary star. They traded Chris Middleton, Giannis's close friend and championship teammate,
Hmm.
for Kyle Kuzma, which was a bust. They put themselves in this big hole right now. They want to call themselves out of it. Well, what the Nets can offer them is short-term contracts that come off the books in 2 to 2 years. We have different teams' picks. They don't want our picks. They want Knicks picks, Philly picks, the Nuggets pick. And I agree. They might want to talk about Danny Wolf, but bro, we have Noah Clowney, a guy who's a forward. You're giving up Giannis, who is a great
Hmm.
forward, for a guy that's yet to hit a ceiling. He's due for extension, but offensively, you're seeing good things in Noah Clowney. It's just a defensive game. Can a team like the
Hmm.
Bucks take that to a different level? I think that's something worth exploring because let's remember, Sean Marks has not signed homegrown talent to big contracts besides Claxton. Noah Clowney is due for extension next year, but we're talking about Giannis. It's a no issue question that you would have to swap a Clowney for Giannis because remember if we do keep Clowney Jamal, we move him back to
Hmm.
the bench and remember him in the beginning of the season off the bench, lost, directionless, no defense, no offense. if we trade for Giannis and kept Clowney, he's likely going to get lost in the shuffle. Whereas with the Bucks, he gets to do what he's doing right now: be a starter, grow his game, and see what happens. That to me is the big prospect I'm sending out for Giannis. It's not going to be Danny Wolf, and I offset the Danny Wolf thing by giving him that Nuggets pick. That Nuggets pick is one of the top-rated picks right now in the NBA. That's when Joker's at the end of his career. So the Bucks would have control of different teams' futures while trying to figure out how to get out of their hole right now.
Well,
That's what the Nets can at least
either
offer
way,
them right now.
But
either way,
mhm,
the Bucks are going to do what's best for
what's
the
best for
Bucks.
them?
And I ain't going to lie to you. Yes, that would be good for us to keep Danny
Hmm.
Wolf and give him Clowney. Yeah, it would be better for us
Yeah,
because Clowney's money is going to come up and they don't want to pay him. But that's
and
not the
real,
point.
but exactly, you got to think
From the
about as a
from the
GM
Milwaukee, you got to
from
look at it
Milwaukee
from
side,
Milwaukee's perspective. I'm going to get the most I can get.
and I'm gonna get
I
the
can
best
guarantee
player
you
in
that.
return. I'm gonna
I
get the
can.
best for
Yeah, I'm
the
giving
best
you a
player.
generational player. You're gonna give up more than just Noah Clowney.
Exactly.
We got the
You giving me
You're gonna
your
give up
you
more than
giving
Noah
me
Clowney.
exactly. You giving me your best player that you feel like your young best player that we're looking at because just like we're seeing Danny Wolf do certain things, they're looking at it too.
Yep.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they
well,
saying?
are. They
And
are.
they might want Drake Powell. They might want certain players to go with
That's
this.
why
You
I
know what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
San Antonio would be the one because they don't usually like to deal away a lot of their young players. They'll deal
Hmm.
away one or two,
well,
but
they have
that's it.
movable contracts. They have Vassell, they have Soshan, they have who's
They
that
talk
other
about
guy?
De'Aaron Fox. They talk about De'Aaron
I don't
Fox
think it's going to be.
Right.
It's not going to be Fox because of the $50, $60 million. They want movable contracts. Guys like Vassell, guys like Soshan, like they're young rotation guys, and then they also have Castle and Harper. You probably have to choose between one of them to really send home that you're trading Giannis for a young prospect that you can develop into something. So the
But
Spurs are in a great position.
But
But let's remember, this is the one thing people got to realize: Giannis is going to have control over this no matter what. He has the influence because of
right.
his contract situation. Everything that I have heard is he prefers to stay in the East. He doesn't want to go to the crazy West where he has to
hmm
go through OKC, Denver, Houston, like the top of the top, Lakers. Like if he's in the
but
East, he knows if he's on a team where he has a bit of control, he's going to be a top 5 or 6 team. And the only teams I've heard that are interested in him on our side are Toronto, Knicks, and Brooklyn. No other
but
Eastern team
but
has assets to get him besides those 3 teams, which is one of us.
I do have something to push back on because
Clowney is
I
killing
kn-
them.
I
Whew.
know yeah he is, but
He's
you know what it
killing
is
them.
though. Giannis don't want to go to a rebuilding team.
Yeah, but we're about to take the wheels off of the rebuild. Let's remember these rookies are developing at a good rate. MPJ's your third option right now, temporary second. Like we're being way more competitive than people thought because this guy Jordy refuses to lose. Jordy's not going to want to tank rebuild for 2, 3 more years. He's going to want to keep winning with whatever's on
But
the
Well, he
court.
can't.
You
He
know,
but
can't.
John,
He
you know
can't.
what I'm looking at also. You know what I'm looking at. If I'm Sam Presti of OKC, right?
Yeah.
I have all these picks that I cannot really do nothing with. Like once
Yeah.
this draft, he has 3 picks in this draft alone, right? What can he
all
really
right,
do with this? And he got young players that he's not playing on the team that
Right.
has
right.
a lot of talent, right?
He can
Well,
go.
that,
He can go for Giannis himself.
Right now, he
The
could go.
Spurs
Oh,
the
to be
Spurs
honest
can
with you,
go
he
for
could give up Chet.
Giannis
He could give up
and
Chet some
they can
pieces
win the title this
see,
year and he get his second ring.
all the
That
more
is
reason,
true.
all
because
the
I'll
more
give up
reason
Chet right now.
all the more reason for the Nets to consider doing something crazy like this, which people wouldn't see coming a lot because people are like, oh, the Nets are not going to do it. But here's the thing. Like you just said, Jamal, OKC has 4 picks. Right now, I think 3 of them are in the damn lottery. Pacers still
They
have their
are.
pick.
They have
Washington is
three
still
picks.
tanking.
Yep, they
Utah's in
have
the
three
middle of
picks in their
this.
lottery.
And
Don't.
and if the Bucks traded with the Hawks and get that Pelicans pick, they're in the lottery with us. So our odds of getting in the top 5 again are smeared because we know the NBA has some type of influence. And it seems Sean and Joe don't have any of those connections whatsoever. They can do that China thing all they want about trying to reconnect those things. That's not going to sell the NBA. What sells the NBA is do you have resources, do you have young talent, and do you have a market? We have a market. It's just we have a young talent now that's blossoming somewhat. It's just the Nets got to do something bold because you have teams right now in this lottery that shouldn't have top picks, but they do. So are
They
the Nets
do.
really going to play it blind like this? Because we're not going to be the worst record. That's my biggest point of this night. The Wizards, they're likely to be the worst record because they win every 1 or 10 games. This team, the Nets, all the bad teams we're facing this year, we have an 80 to 85% chance of winning, which is not going to give us the worst record. That's going to put us near fourth, five, or dear G's, the sixth odds again. So in that case, why not take a shot at the dark here with Giannis? And at least if you somehow keep your lottery pick for this year, Giannis has a young core going to next year where we could eventually get some good bench pieces around this. And MPJ's expiring 40 mil comes off the books the following year, which gives the Nets a lot of cap space to round out a decent bench around who you drafted, which they would have 2 years now in the league and be ready to compete next to Giannis.
I
So
ain't gonna lie
there
to
is a
you.
chance of it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm looking at the Nets right now. If they had a point guard that could score and distribute the ball, they would be
They'd
a
be a bad
playoff
team.
team.
To be
They
honest with
could
you, I'm not even
they
gonna
could
lie to you,
easily be a
Scott. Right?
playoff team in the
I'm
East.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, Scott. Right?
I ain't
I
gonna
know
lie.
I know a lot of people don't like what they might not like what I'm about to say. Right?
Yeah.
The what they have right now with these switchable bigs
Yeah, it's
is the same
dangerous.
thing that Dallas had last year.
Sure enough. And they went to the finals.
The same thing. They
Yeah.
was able to rotate their bigs. They have
That's
four. They got four bigs right now,
you
and
know
two of
how
them can
hard it
shoot.
is
Well,
to
three
get
of
a
them can
big
kind of
in
shoot.
in this league. It is
Hmm
really hard. I'm telling you. If
They
you
got
got a
two
big,
scorers
yeah, they got two of them now.
because
Two score.
they got more. Actually, they got three scorers because Noah is turning into one.
Right. No,
So
Clowney is if he continue this up, I'm telling you,
mm-hmm.
he's going to be an all star. He's
Because
going
Cam
he
Thomas come back, it's gonna be a problem.
right. You don't know
They
what to
they,
do with this shooter.
they
If he could,
if they
if
had
he
a real point
decide,
guard, it would have been an issue.
it would have been an issue. Right. A lot of
The
people would say that they shouldn't. They see this is my problem, and I know the players feel the same way, especially as a player. From a player perspective, forget about a GM perspective or a fan perspective. Players don't want to lose, man.
All the more reason for the Nets to do something big
They ain't
because
trying to hear what you saying as a fan. They ain't hearing that. That's why they don't F with us.
all the more
Because
reason.
we are saying something that they are not trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
All the more
They are
reason for.
not. You
All the
only
more.
you sound like a GM. We sound, and I include myself. We all sit up here and we have our ways on what we want a team to be and look, and who will fit and who won't fit. But them players are not feeling that. Oh damn,
Yeah,
Clowney
that's a
ain't
fact.
missing a fucking
He
thing.
and the be and Scott, right? To think about it this way, right? Like if Sean Marks hit on any of these draft picks, let's say he hit three out of
3 out
five,
of 5. That's a
cause
hit. That's a
cause
good hit.
even I feel like uh what's his name Troy? I think he's gonna be good too, right?
He just need time,
He
right?
just need time, but this is what's gonna prolong the Nets too, right? Because you cannot fire Sean Marks now.
Right. Oh
You
yeah.
can't fire him
Oh,
now.
you
No,
you you could listen. I'll be honest
he
with you,
right.
these guys' progress has zero to do with Sean Morris. Let's remember, he had 50 scouts in his year. I give them more credit because they actually were there doing a lot of this scouting. Sean Morris was just there to take the credit
I don't
at
know.
But
this
I
it's gonna
don't.
point.
make it
As an
harder, John.
owner,
It's gonna make
it
it
is on
harder.
Sean.
It's gonna make it harder though.
From Sai's point of view, from Joe Sai's point of view, it is Sean. He ain't like he's talking to everybody else. He's holding Sean Marks to the fire. Now, if these three rookies come out and they get a good, good rapport and everything, and they start playing well, it's going to make him look good. It's going to make him look good to Joe.
The
Uh,
best this organization could do is make a big move next summer, or hell, even
I
winter if they
know,
feel like it, to push this team forward. Because at the end of the day, this is not tanking whatsoever. This is the team that's been
but
stuck
I mean,
in.
look, I'm
they
looking
killing
at
right
Danny
now.
Wolf
They
now
killing right
nailing
now. They
threes.
are killing right
They
now.
killing
They
them.
they
And
are they are killing it right now against bad teams. So this is where I got to break some of
What's
this. We talk about with this big
but
stuff we got.
but the Bulls
Claxton
ain't
and
that
J.
bad, John.
Well, listen, yeah, listen, they're the Bulls. They are the Bulls. Well, listen to the should have rebuilt 5 years ago.
they
I
a playoff
appreciate.
team. They a
No,
playoff
no, they
team.
don't play up. See, this team is not a playoff. Listen, the Bulls, man. Thank goodness you're making Josh Giddey the best pretend franchise guy in history. Because look at this, man. A team that nobody thought would do well with really one top option, MPJ, are full throttle and killing them, like you guys are saying. This is what I remember, too, with Claxton, Dayron. Against bad teams, they look great. Against some of the best teams, we've seen it, Jamal. I've talked to you about
Well,
this.
they don't have a
They
point
look
guard. They don't really have.
undersized
So
against the
no,
They
best
don't.
forgetting that.
teams.
They don't
Let's
really
look at
have
it
a
this way,
point
John.
guard. They really
Let's
don't have a
A
point
let's
point
look at
guard.
it.
guard doesn't wait. A point guard doesn't do their defensive work for them. A point guard doesn't teach them how to dribble. A point guard doesn't teach them how to score.
They've
Listen,
been
they are
playing
fine
good defense style lately.
tonight.
They got
Tonight, yes, but
size. The Brooklyn Nets are not small no more.
No, they
Scott,
not.
They're not
I don't.
But
small. They're
but
not
but look at it
small.
this way,
Look
right?
at this.
Look
Well,
Look
look
at
at
this
well,
it
so
this
see
way.
lineup.
how we are against OKC, the best teams right now,
But
and then I'll tell you
but
if we are
John,
Look,
small
no,
or
no.
big.
Well,
look
well, you can't compare them.
look at it.
OKC,
Exactly, that's what
you
I'm
can't
saying. Like
compare. Well,
it's
you can't even compare
John.
the Lakers to OKC, and the Lakers got a superstar too,
yeah, but Lakers have talent. Lakers have talent. Listen, we have
but
But
some
they
John,
instant
still can't
pieces.
beat OKC. They
Yeah,
still
but
can't
John,
beat OKC.
coming back
John,
to
look at it this
us,
way, right? Look at
No,
it
mhm.
you
this
can't
way.
compare
Every
nobody to
every every
OKC.
every team that every team that we played, we kind of been in a contention with them, right? So, and we didn't play the rookies. We haven't really been playing the rookies. Like we didn't play Danny Wolf or none of them. Like imagine if we played Danny Wolf against the Spurs when we was right neck to neck with them. We probably would have won that game.
No, Spurs were really good in the beginning because they had Wemby playing at a ridiculous level, man. Nobody can
Yeah, I
stop that
no
right
no no.
now.
But remember, we was close. Cam Thomas
That was
kept
with
us in the
Cam. No, that
game,
was with Cam Thomas though, man, with the 50
but we ain't
point
have
stuff.
Danny Wolf. That's what I'm saying. And Noah wasn't playing the way he was playing now. These
Yeah,
these
Noah
Yeah.
kids,
grew up.
these
Noah
kids
grew
is
up.
getting the reps and they starting to fill the game out a little bit more. So they are getting comfortable now. This team is actually getting deep with their depth. It don't make sense to start trading unless you're trading like
Nah,
Terrence Mann and all of them. They got a lot of depth right
yeah,
now.
but that's just it though. Terrence Mann, Cam Thomas, Hayward Highsmith. If that's all they do with the deadline trade, those three guys, you're getting really nothing back. And this is my thing with MPJ and Claxton. They're currently making $60 million of your cap space right now. We really can't make a move for any big fish in the sea right now because those two guys are making your cap. Now you move off of one of them that cuts your cap a bit, and you have over $50 to $60 million next summer. Where the Nets could go any direction they want. That's why I've been saying to people like, listen, it's fine to see this core, show out a bit, build up values in certain places against some of the bad teams in the NBA. They've been competitive against some of the best teams, even Boston. We did beat them, but at the end of the day, this is a roster that if you make a few changes and you get some big fish here, this team really could compete for something because you have the young depth now. You have your rookies that you actually drafted and are giving actual playing time, and they're learning a lot quicker on the fly. It's just some of the vets on this team, they're not long term pieces, in my opinion. Maybe MPJ is a long term piece, but everybody else, I just don't see it fully against some of the best teams.
Well, we got to compete by next year, so
That's why I
something
keep
got to
Yeah,
saying
happen.
the
something
Nets
got
should
to
do
shake.
something. The Nets got to do something big, man. If you make the move for Giannis and get a top lottery pick next year, we're right there in the East where we should be. So I ain't ruling it out. I know the Knicks right now think that they can pull this off, but man, they're gonna have to gut that roster to get Giannis, and that benefits us because if they have to trade OG and Anobi, their defense is gonna crater if they do that. And we have the picks. So if Giannis goes to the Knicks, I would feel better about our situation because basically have to give up a
Did
lot of depth to get
did you see
Giannis
this? You see the stat that's on the screen right
They
now?
don't have nothing to
They
give.
said
and the
Claxton
picks.
is they said Claxton is fourth in the NBA as centers as far as in assists,
No, his
averaging
playmaking got
eight
better this
six
year.
in the game.
His
They
playmaking
say
definitely
yeah
got better this year.
yeah. So he's getting better with I guess with the right cast around him he could be good. They're not all stars. The only one that could be like all star player is
Grigor.
MPJ. You know MPJ is right now is playing at an all star level, but I doubt he get the all star nod. He might get most value. Most improved player.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to the Nets the next few weeks because we do have the $15 million in extra cap space. We do have Claxton and MPJ's values are very up right now. Like I think the Nets will listen to what offers come around them, and I think there are a lot of big moves now. One is Anthony Davis potentially on the move. Now we get Giannis, which is a seismic shift potentially. Like there's some big fish that could get traded this deadline. The Nets are a perfect third team facilitator, and if we can collect more assets, I'm totally fine with it. I just think for right now you have Danny Wolf, you have Yegor, you have Powell, three of your young guys, 3 out of 5. There's your rotation pieces. You have MPJ, a third option, really. He could be a temporary second option. You just need your main superstar, and then this team could really do something. Now, it just depends on if we get in the top five or not. But OKC, they're throwing a wrench in this. Pacers are throwing a wrench in this. The Hawks, who have the Pelicans pick, are throwing a wrench in this. Like, if we get to top 6 to 8, the Nets have to do something big, like you're saying, Jamal. And it would be a soul breaker to not get it at the Bansa, Boozer, Peterson, Amont, or Wilson, because all five of those guys look on a generational cusp because they all have very unique skill sets that you rarely see in a top five. So you want to get one of those guys, and then
I'm
maybe the Nets don't have to go after some big fish. But if we don't,
yeah.
all bets
I
are
want.
off for this
I ain't
team.
gonna lie. I want AJ. I want Boozer. And I'll take what you call it.
Of
What's the
course
other
you want
kid?
one.
Caleb
Off of
Wilson, Caleb
off.
Wilson.
Yeah, I'll take him too. Like you know what I'm saying.
I'll take any
But
of the top four.
you
If
know what
we
I'm
have,
saying.
if
Like I don't want Peterson. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want Peterson.
it
I just
doesn't
don't
make
want him.
sense, we invested in what, four
It
guys, four five guys
exactly.
this
It
year. It
don't
makes
make
no
sense to me.
sense.
Because
Yeah,
if you get Peterson, you got to trade some of these guards. You got to
Yeah.
I'm telling
get rid
you,
of Ben
if
Saraf. You got to get rid of Nolan. You got to trade them because there's too many ball
if
handlers.
if we get Caleb Wilson, he is Noah Klein's replacement. Klein would probably move to the bench, but you see Wilson on defense. Him and Drake Powell together will give us a sick defensive combo. And if Danny Wolf is running point as a center, he has a lob threat in Caleb Wilson. He has a 3-point shooter in MPJ, and then you have Jaeger and Powell who can stretch the floor, shoot threes, and score in mid range. So like, if you get Wilson, I think our starting five next year could really be near playing worthy. If you get a guy like Wilson to add to this starting five we're trying to build right now, so I'd definitely be excited with that. But Boozer, that's your legit power forward right there. So, but it just depends if we're going to hit it or not. And if we keep winning games, though, Jamal, against the bad teams, it puts us in a very precarious situation again, where it gives the NBA an excuse to just slide us down, which it would suck. It would suck for that to happen in this draft, especially.
I mean, but we playing the rookies though.
No,
We
we're
got
playing the
we
vets. We're relying
we
on
playing.
MPJ's 30 points a night, Scott. That's what's
No,
carrying
well,
us.
MPJ is
Yes,
not the
yes.
no. MPJ is not the problem tonight though.
No, I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm saying you play your
Oh,
vets, you're going to win a lot of games. These rookies, I'm happy with everything they're doing,
is
but we're
well
relying on the
MPJ
vets
is
to carry these wins again, just
is
like last year.
MPJ ain't the only one playing well. The team is
Claxton is
playing. The
playing part
team is
two.
the team is playing well. Let's just say what it is. The team is playing well. Two or three of the rookies are being able to play in the rotation, and they're playing well.
Listen, they got a lot of depth right now. They
Yeah,
do.
they
Like
playing
when you really
well.
think about it, they
Igor
got a lot of
and
depth.
Danny are scoring. They are scoring and playing well.
And when Powell start getting on and learning how to score better,
Then you
he's gonna
got
be a
three
problem too.
motherfuckers that you got, and then you got a bench rotation.
That's why the Nets
You
should do something big here, man. I'm
Because
telling
we
you.
know we know
but don't
Jalen
tank
Wilson
the
not gonna be on
team
this team.
because it's not a championship team. We know it's not a championship team. Even if they get Giannis right now, they still not a championship team.
Oh, we're on the cusp if you get Giannis because this will be my starting
Nah.
rotation. It would be Yegor, Powell, MPJ, Giannis, and Wolf. That could be an exciting starting five. And whoever we draft next year, if they could start out as a solid bench piece and eventually move their way up to a starting spot, if MPJ is a short term after that, I'm totally fine with that. But we would have something legit there. A Wolf and Giannis combo is enticing because Giannis doesn't have to run point on this team. You
The
can
only
have Wolf
reason
one point and find Giannis for lob threats, man. How could you guard a Giannis and Wolf coming at you full force, Scott? You
And I'm
can't.
I'm gonna tell you something, John. Right? If KD wasn't as old as he is right now and on the verge of retirement, do you think if you do you think the Suns and Houston would have been able to make that trade without having Sengun in the mix?
No, no, no.
Sengun would have had to leave. It's just the fact
Exactly.
that Durant is older and he's close to retirement that they couldn't the Suns couldn't ask for Sengun. It didn't make sense. At this
Right.
point, you can't trade Giannis and not ask for Danny Wolf
I
because
understand
Giannis
that,
is
but
young. He's young.
yeah, but they
I
have
didn't know how
Miles
young
Turner
Giannis
right
was.
now. The thing is, they have Miles Turner right now. So if you have him, Wolf, you can't play him at the four next unless you want to. That's up to them. But if you would have to move off of Turner for something, or maybe they don't want to do that because they're desperate to crowd their situation. That's why Noah Clowney, it's intriguing because he's a four. Yes, he
Hmm
doesn't have the strength of a Giannis, but offensively, he's on the cusp of doing stuff that Giannis has done with the dunks, with getting to the rim, making free throws. Clowney's making a lot better free throws than Giannis has in his career.
But
So already
John,
early on,
look at
he's
the
got
lineup they
that. So
got
like
right
that would
now.
be my main piece going out.
You heard? Look at the lineup that they got right now. I don't know if Danny Wolf can't play the four in the lineup because look at what they're doing right now. They got four, what, three or four bigs out on the floor right now.
Yeah, they
But he's
well,
point center.
they're a
But
big team. They're a
Danny's
big
point
team.
center.
Yeah, that's
Danny's
what I'm
point
saying.
center, which
So,
is
but
great.
if you put him next to Miles Turner, mind you, Miles Turner is like a shooter too.
Yeah.
So it don't really clash. It don't really clash that much.
Yeah, but Noah Clowney and Turner, that actually I think could work a lot for them. Because you have Turner be a natural center. You could let Clowney grow in his role, see if he could get stronger on defense. And then there's have Ryan Rollins. That kid's really come out of nowhere the last few years. I think he's their point guard, the young point guard.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they would
He
have
was
a
on.
point
I
guard,
forgot
a
what team he
forward,
used to
and a
be on.
center. Yeah, they would have. He was on Wizards, and I think it was Wizards or something like that. But
Yeah,
they already
he
have a
been in the
young
league
point
for a
guard.
minute.
They have Turner in the center. You add Clyde Leisure four. It's just their 2 and 3 they have to figure out. So we give them some picks to work with potentially. I just think that would, if I was negotiating this, I would make sure to make Clowney the objective for them. I listen. I know you guys want Danny Wolf, but we're giving you some valuable picks. So we're giving you 2 out of 4 of our Knicks picks. The Knicks are an aging roster. You've seen them right now. They lost to Miami without Hero and Bam. They lost to Magic without Powell. They just lost to Boston without Tatum. Like
Mm.
honestly, like the Bucks should be excited to want to have some of those picks because the Knicks roster is not going to win in the long term if they can't beat the best teams missing the best players, like literally. So we have a collection of assets that are not long term things that they feel binded down to, but they have some advances with what
So,
we could give them
so John, I got a
potentially.
question for you, right? Damn, they got a lot of yeah. This is why they got Danny Wolf. Let me shut up though, right? So look, right? Uh, who do you think is the top five teams in the lottery right now?
I would say OKC because the Clippers are just
With
giving
the
up
Clippers pick?
essentially. I know they're trying to win today, but they gonna take it's gonna take a while to even try to crawl back to what they're trying to get to, and the West is just destroying them right now. So that's one team that looks likely to be in the top five.
Mm-hmm.
Pacers, they've been
Mm-hmm.
competitive more lately, but they have their own pick, and I feel like the NBA would try to throw them a bone potentially. Um, Wizards, you can never rule them out. If they're the worst team, they're guaranteed the fifth pick. So let's just say
Mm-hmm.
right now it's now 4 spots that are only open. If we're not
Mm-hmm.
in the worst spot, that means there's only 4 spots now. So okay, we take that one off. So now you have OKC, Pacers. That's 2 spots, and then for 4 and 5, it's a
You got
toss up.
Atlanta. You got Atlanta because of New Orleans.
Right there you go. So Atlanta, now you got 1 spot left. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, who's available for that last spot? We have Philly if they
Memphis.
don't start
Memphis if Memphis
Memphis.
don't get it together.
Yeah, like and also there's Portland. They're a scrappy team this year, but they still could be a lottery team. Like the Nets would have to basically jump over a whole bunch of other teams again. So for the Nets, like if you keep winning all these games against the bad teams, you've put yourself in this position. But you
So
want to
so
win. So if
you
we
got us
want,
in between the five and the 10th pick.
sadly, that's where my mind has to be, Jamal, just based on our past luck. Unless the NBA, maybe plays a part in this, gets us no less than top 3, which I'd be fine with. If you get me Cam Boozer, I'll be a happy guy with that. But that's just
Mm-hmm.
it, though. If we're gonna win, though, right now, and you have MPJ as your third option, you have these young guys breaking out, then pivot to a winning move and get your top pick next year, and then all bets are off. Build a winning team after that. This is not a
Mm-hmm.
team that prototypically would tank the right way. You don't rest your veterans whatsoever. Jordy hasn't rested Claxton or MPJ in any of the games we've won or lost. So again,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same trend. So if Jordy wants to win so badly, Sean and Joe, you got to accommodate this team. You got to put us in a position to win, or else we're just fussing around getting these morale wins and getting no close to a top seeds in the East. So I think a decision could be made in the coming weeks if this team keeps winning against bad teams or even beat a few playing teams. I think
Yeah,
Boston's a playing
I
team this
mean,
year.
listen,
We beat
I
them.
understand your hurt. You want to draft good and high in the draft. I get it, but you have talent on your team. So it's kind of like crazy that you would want to actually lose the momentum of your talent and your
Well,
players
that's just
to
it though. This is not a roster that will
to
win
get another
whatsoever.
to get another one piece. Now we only talking one piece.
Franchise piece. That's the
No,
big piece, Scott.
I don't know if any of these guys are going to turn the table in the NBA for real.
AJ
I just
Bonsa,
don't
Cam
know that.
Boozer, Middleton.
I don't think y'all know. I don't think nobody really knows that. I really, in their heart, they don't know it. Yes, it's exciting. Yes, it is probably. It probably is, or maybe not.
Scott,
I'm just saying.
when was the last time in the top five you had 4 out of 5 guys, not counting Peterson? That's Amat, AJ, Boozer, and Wilson that are 6'9", 6'10" guys. When was the last time you've seen a draft like that? This is a rare top five right now. But even Peterson's like one of the best guards in a long time. So it's like you want to get potentially franchise guys. You don't have to go after no big stars. We don't have to have a Giannis conversation. But if we put ourselves out of that position, you got to go back into the market, get that big fish, and let these rotation potential young stars in a Wolf, Jaeger, Powell, and your third option MPJ build with that. Then you have something
I
to
ain't,
work with.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Peterson got to prove it to me. I ain't gonna lie. He got to come to the NBA doing something crazy because
We
I'm
don't
not
need
giving him.
Peterson though. That's the
Yeah,
thing. I
but
know people will be
I'm
mad
not
at me
giving him
for that,
the.
but that
Yeah,
wouldn't be a
I'm not
priority
giving
for
him
me.
that credit yet. I'm being honest with you. You got to
I
Now,
can
show
Boozer,
because everybody
understand
comparing him to
Boozer
Kobe.
maybe. He
Hmm.
probably a great. Yeah, I don't think Peterson. You right, Jamal. I don't know about Peterson too.
Yeah,
yeah,
y'all giving him too much credit already. Like, oh, he's Kobe, he's this, he's that. Listen, you got to show me. You got to show me.
Yeah. I mean,
I haven't really been impressed by him. That's just me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right now, right now, my top two would be DeBonsa and Boozer. I think DeBonsa, this guy is a freakish athlete. He can score anywhere on the court. Like this guy, like he's got aura to his game, which is special.
Yeah.
And then Boozer, he's already got the physical and big body before he even touches a foot in the court. So those are two guys you put in your front court. You're going to be different in the next 2 years. Those are my two main priorities. And Wilson, I'd have at three actually. I would have Peterson four just because I don't see that as a priority for our team right now. It's really I know the front court we have is playing fun right now, but either one of these three young guys, it takes your front court to a different level, which, I think that's what we should aim for. But
Yeah.
again, we have to commit to some type of winning direction, is
No,
what I'm trying to get at here.
it's not just the front office neither. It's the players too. I mean, it is their career. It is their career you talking about, right?
Hmm.
All right. So I'm not paying you no mind.
Nah, you have
I'm
to.
not paying the fans no mind because all you talking about is a player that's coming from college, a rookie.
These are not just rookies. You act like these
No,
guys didn't
well
come in like,
to the
ready to crush
players
people. They
they
were crushing
are.
people.
To the players they are. To if I was in the NBA 3 4 years, yes, you're a fucking rookie. You're a rookie.
And
I'm
look at what
trying to
these
get
rookies
my
are doing on his
contract.
team, right?
Like
And look at what these
Noah
rookies are
Clown,
doing right.
like Noah Clowney. Noah Clowney is trying to get paid.
Yeah, but it will Sean Marks pay him is the thing. This is why I see Clowney as the main
Even if
asset in the
Sean
Giannis
Marks
trade.
don't, even if Sean Marks don't pay him, other teams see him.
Yeah, but he becomes a trade asset, and you rather take your shot now with Giannis. Well, at least I know I'm using Clowney as an asset, not just I'll let Clowney walk for nothing. He goes somewhere else, and he actually becomes a decent rotation piece. Like he's trying to be on this team.
So we are nothing but GMs. We are glorified GMs.
It's about a pivot. Listen, right now everybody's competing for second place to OKC. Unless you do something big and drastic that makes sense. Getting Giannis as an international star, where we're an international team, makes a lot of sense on paper. We don't have to sacrifice crazy players like the guys I'm talking about, the Terrence Manns, Zaire Williams, Claxton. Sorry to say, but like those are guys that aren't the long term fixtures right now. Wolf
I
is a
think
long term fixture.
it
Powell,
wouldn't.
Yegor,
Yeah,
maybe
I mean I
MPJ.
agree with you. I agree with you with that. But what I don't agree with is maybe Giannis is better off in the West.
Why? He'd
Maybe
have
he
to
should
work a
go to
lot harder to
maybe he should
win.
try to get to San Antonio and play with Wemby because with him and Wemby, the Spur. OKC will have a problem.
No, they'd have a big challenge, but again,
They
Giannis would
have
have a
a
lot of
big
control. This
problem. That'd be a big problem.
if Giannis goes to Spurs, it's not his team. I think he wants to be on a team where everybody knows he's the focal point. Yes, he has players that he has no problem
I
giving
don't think he
glory
can.
to, but
If he
he
wants to
wants to be the
trade,
face. So.
I think what Giannis want is another ring, man. He don't care about that focal point. He's not thinking that way as a player. He got paid. He got his money.
He still has influence, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Remember,
I'm just saying he don't have that motivation that you think. Oh, I need to be the focal point
yeah, but why go to the crazy West when in the East he knows if he has a team where he has
because
good level of control, he can
be,
get to a finals easier than he'd have to go through the West. The first and second and final round, they're all very tough in the
because
West.
all the East teams will have to break their pieces up to get him. That's why.
Yeah, but the pieces I
It wouldn't
talked about, it
benefit
doesn't
them.
significantly
It
break us
wouldn't
up.
benefit them. It wouldn't benefit them. And he doesn't want to be in those small market, or he don't want to be with a team that sucks.
Yeah,
And
but
you
if we
keep
get him, we also
everybody
have young
keeps
pieces that
wanting
can
to
compete.
suck, and this is what I'm talking about. You suck. You suck and you want to suck. That is not
Getting
a good. That's not a
Giannis,
good
yeah, he don't.
thing.
Giannis don't want to go to a rebuild. This is
No,
why.
he don't want
This
to
is why
go
they've been
to the
Guys, are
avoiding
we
suck.
it.
playing like we're rebuilding right now? We just beat the Bulls. Everybody thought could be
No,
a top
no.
player team. We beat
Look
them
at
for
it this
four
way, John.
quarters. This ain't
Look at
tanking.
no.
This is
He don't
nothing
want
like
to.
trying to do things right.
No. He don't want to go to a team with a bunch of rookies.
Right.
He wants to go
Are
to a
these
team.
guys
That's
playing
why
like
they went and
rookies
got
right now?
Dame. But this is what I'm trying to
So,
say. This is why they went and got Dame. He didn't want to play with no players that he got to teach to get better and all that. He wants to compete now. He
these
don't want to
guys
have
seem
to
to be
teach
holding
you.
their own right now. You don't have to
I
teach
think the
MPJ.
Spurs. I think
Danny,
the
Danny
Spurs are perfect for him. Honestly,
Danny
I
Wolf
think.
will look like he needs to be taught how to play. Jaegor's actually learning on the fly. Drake Powell, defensively already, is your best defensive player on the team. And he hasn't even
Yeah.
gotten a full role yet of trust from Jordy. So it's like these guys aren't going to ask Giannis to coddle. They're going to say, Giannis, what do I need to do to help you win? Help us win. I think that's the mindset this team has had so far. And Jordy,
I
this
think.
guy wants good talent with him. Jordy's not looking to be we're a middle playing team for 3 to 4 years. He wants this team to be winning. That's what he signed up for. And we still had Bridges and Johnson. He didn't sign up to do a tank job. He signed up to do a win job. So if we're going to already screw up our draft odds like this, go get the big fish and see what happens in a week East. That's my mindset right now.
Oh,
I'm not looking to waste opportunities
and the
now.
second thing I always said, okay, we play the rookies and we start winning. Do not cry and say it's Jordy's fault. Jordy don't play the game. The rookies play and they played well, and we're gonna win games. They're gonna even with the limited amount of vets we have. And believe me, my MPJ is nice. MPJ is a superstar. And as we thought he
He's a
was,
solid third
or a
option. He's a
star.
solid third
He's
option.
a
Yeah.
star. He's a
All
star. I
right.
ain't gonna say he's a superstar. He's a star.
Good. Yeah. Whew.
He's a
Save yourself
great
with that.
scorer.
But Scott,
On a good team,
far
he would be,
off. You
huh?
you're not far off to say that about MPJ because when he was coming out of high school,
Oh, he was the
and
man.
he was a touted player. Like
I
you know what
know
I'm
he was the
saying?
man. I remember when he came out.
He was
He
cooking
was cooking
Steph
then.
Curry
Yeah, I know. I
in
know. He
high
was the
school.
man. He was the man.
Yeah. So we if he never had those back issues, he would have went top five, if
Right.
not top three.
Right. That's all.
You know,
That's all. That's the only reason. And
that's
he
the
Yeah.
got
only
with
reason.
Denver, and he got with Jokic, and he helped
hmm
them win a
And
title.
Hey,
he played his role on that team.
Right.
He
Exactly.
don't have to play a role on this team.
guys, I'm about to jump off. I just want to say these final things. Listen,
Yeah.
this direction of this team is still all over the place, but the Nets between now and next summer have to choose a winning direction. Wherever it is, it could be just drafting, it could be going after somebody big, it could be investing in your young guys in MPJ and get somebody else. The Nets
Right.
have to choose something because clearly our direction is to try to win something. Well, instead of trying to win something, put yourself in a position to win. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few weeks if we trade off pieces, who we trade off, and how we set ourselves up to draft somebody or go after a big fish. It will be time will be told, but we'll see what happens. But it was good talking to you, Scott and Jamal.
Yeah.
I gotta see you guys around, all right?
All right, John. All right,
You already know if
John.
Breezy get on, yeah, I'll probably see you there.
Yeah. I'm getting
Uh,
off too. Yeah. Thanks, Jamal. Thanks,
All right,
John.
Scott. If
Yeah.
anything, you know, I'll see you later on Breezy
Yes.
Joint.
I'll see you later, Jamal. Thank you.
All right.
Um, that was Jamal and John. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up. Peace and love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out.